Hello YouTube, here's a small car boot haul video. This one's from today. There isn't a video from last week because I was at a music festival. I got really sick, which is why my voice still sounds like this even a week later. But there is a nice haul from the week before. I've got it all bagged and put to a side, and I'll try and remember to film that before it all gets shuffled away somewhere. But anyway, this is today's little haul of goodies. We went to two car boot sales. The first one, the big one that I travel quite a distance to, I got there nice and early, but the weather was due to be bad, so there was hardly any sellers. I mean, like no one. So I paid £2 to get in, and I spent £2 when I was there. One was this stack of stickers, some Sailor Moon, and then a load of these peel and stick craft stickers. Hopefully one day I'll be making another scrapbook for someone, and I'm just getting things so that if that day ever does come, I'm well prepared for it. So stickery scrapbooky things. I also found this bag of Lego. Now there's no minifigures in it, but they're all like unusual pieces, like pigs and parts of ice creams and cakes and guitars and fish and wings. They're really unusual pieces. So I have a big box of Lego upstairs in the toy room, and that'll go in there. So if ever I'm building anything and I want to make it a bit more weird or wacky, or have some pigs and pink guitars in it, then that's all there. So I thought that was worth £1. So all the rest came from the next car boot sale. First thing we ended up buying was this this wrapping paper. It was 25p a roll. I like this one because it was Lego, and I like this one because it's just god-awful, gaudy, horrible looking stuff. I've probably mentioned a fair few times we do something called the crap present game, and I think that will be perfect wrapping paper for crap presents because it's just awful. So I was up to 50p. I thought I'd have a little browse around his stall, see if there was anything else I could find. And he had this box. Now, this isn't all of the contents of the box, but these are the bits I liked. And they're all for making jewelry, like bracelets with. So every single thing has like a hole in it, so you could make it into bracelets. So we had a fair few sort of wooden beads of varying sizes, some of them painted, some of them nicely polished there. These ones and these little wooden ones here. Some of them were as little as 5p, some of them were as much as 50p, 30p. He had a few gemstones, these green ones and these red ones, but not very many. He had these seashells. These were the most expensive bag. This was £1. And I have lots of seashells like this, but these ones, they've been cut on the top there. I imagine so that they can be used for bracelets, maybe. I don't know, maybe you meant to link it through there. I'm not sure, but I thought maybe we'd come to a deal at the end, so I put all this aside and I was going to count through it. These were my absolute favourite. These are seashells that, again, they've been cut at an angle, but it makes them look almost like a flower or a tree or a leaf or something. So I think these ones are really pretty. They've got a little hole in the top. Don't know if you'll be able to see it. But yeah, there's been a hole made in the top, or maybe that's natural, but I don't think it is. So that you could wear them as like a pendant on a necklace. They were really pretty. And some other seashells, again, ones that can just be made into bracelets, but I do have masses of seashells. Oh, and these tiny, tiny, tiny little charms. These ones aren't very exciting. These little round ones look nice, but the very, very nicest is a tiny, tiny little one there that's a dragonfly. And there's a big dragonfly where I was at the weekend, so I thought they were nice. So all in all, with all these bits in the wallpaper, that ended up being £5. So I hadn't spent a lot by this point. Found this little box. Didn't know what was in it. So as I was like opening it up, the bloke came over and said, "That's 20p that." And I thought, well, whatever's inside it, I'm intrigued enough. And for 20p, I almost feel like I could buy it without knowing what was in it. But me being me, I needed to know. Oh, am I going to have to put you down? Sorry. This is much more fiddly with a camera. There we go. Sorry. In your hand. So this tiny little box has tiny little animals in. Like a little rhino, a little zebra, a little camel, a tiny lion. I don't know why the lion's so small, and an elephant and a giraffe. I don't know where these came from, who made these, why, but I think they're amazing. They're plastic, so they're not things that I can leave in the forest for the fairies, unlike all these wooden things and seashells and bits of gemstone. This is not things to be left in the forest, but they are very cute, and so I bought them for 20 pence. Bought these as well. These are comedy matches. Things could be better. Stupid party matches. Help keep Britain tidy. Leave the country. You're looking great. How long have you been sick? I've been sick a week now, thanks, Mr. Matchbox. Particularly like the Murder Inc. one. Thank you for your order, which is receiving our attention and will be executed as soon as possible. You look like $1 million, green and wrinkled. I've got to get this off my chest, and it may not be perfect as it is, but it sure beats sitting on an egg. Very, very strange. But yeah, looks like nice box of matches. I thought if I'd take them to a festival or anything like that and someone asked for a light, it'd be nice to give them a box of those to light their cigarette with or whatnot. Anyway, on to other things. This was a toy trader. They had loads of like Action Men in a box. They then had all the individual Action Men weapons all sealed up like this, and they wanted like £2 per gun. It's just ludicrous. They also had loads of Playmobil figurines all like wrapped up like this as well, that they wanted like £1 or £1.50 for, which was crazy. They didn't have very many cool things, but they did have this, which is some really grimy looking bootleg fella with poor articulation, so I love it. So that one was £1. And then this guy, I think, is from like Robin Hood, the animated Disney film, but I've never seen him as a figurine. It was a battle trying to buy these. The bloke who was there was trying to tell me that they were £1.50 each, and each of these was like with two others stapled to a bit of card. So he wanted like £4.50 for the three, and then this one was attached to a bit of card with only one other, and they both had £1 on them. So I was like, listen, they look like they're £1 each, and someone's already bought one from the middle, so rather than having to buy three, can I not just buy one? I'll give you £1 for one. And eventually he gave in and was like, yeah, all right. And this one was on a pack of three. It had one that was labelled at £1.50, so you could have argued it was £1.50 for the three, but he was sure they were £1.50 each. And I said, look, I'll just give you £1 for that one. If you want to sell it, you can sell it, but, you know, take it home with you for likes. There's hardly anyone about today because of the rain. And in the end, he gave in. Sold me this for £1. Don't know if it's even worth £1, but it's unusual, and it's Disney. Found some more stickers. It started raining by this point, so some of these are wet. Some with some weird, funky Japanese sort of logo to them. Some W.H. Smith ones that are like puffy junk food. Nature's Touch of Art, some little flowers, and this which looks like it could be maybe Poundland from the, it says home on the back. Oh no, it's a Sainsbury's thing. But yeah, a bonnet decorating kit. So he did have a pile of stickers, and a lot of them I didn't like, and so I asked him how much, and he said start a pile and we'll call it £1. He also had these, which I absolutely love. These are actually felt. This is like all embossed in some way, and they're really pretty. I mean, they might be too pretty for scrapbooking, but they might be nice. I don't know. So I put those in with a pile, really expecting to pay £1, because he said make a pile for £1. So I said there's my pile, and he said 50p. So wasn't going to argue with him. So we got that. Then lastly is all of this big pile here of magazines. Now, the guy had 2 boxes of magazines, and almost all of them were Judge Dredd. Masses and masses of Judge Dredd, but because there was hardly any stalls, I thought I'd have a flick through and discovered all of these other varieties that I picked up. First one I saw was these ones, these unexplained beyond reality, and I was like, oh, demonic possessions and voodoos and zombies, the truth. I was like, I'll have a read of that. Then I came across this one, which I just love the cover of, Unexplained UFO Mysteries. It's like the most 90s looking magazine ever. I was really impressed with that. And then I found this one, and by this point I was like, right, there's a few of these I like. So I asked him how much he wanted, and he said 50p a magazine. So I was like, you know what, I am filling my boots and going through the boxes. So I managed to get to 5, and then before I paid, he was like, there's another box back here if you want to have a look through that too. So I've got to have a look around the back as well. Found this Fast Car magazine. I actually don't really care for cars at all, but I thought maybe, seeing as it's from June 1997, it might have some value to someone. Someone might want that. Found this, Apocalypse Presents Macabre. I had a little flick through, liked the artwork inside, thought it was really nice artwork. So he went in our 50p pile. Ended up, well, in a way I got this for free, but I thought it was two separate things. This Top of the Pops, hot for 1999. Oh, why is oh, it's still recording. My bad. So yeah, and then I found this Song Words, which actually was meant to come as like a supplement in there. But yeah, I thought 50p was worth picking up. This is a bit sad. This is Spawn, the second issue, in like really quite good condition, and then Spawn the first issue, but it's in like absolutely battered condition. The back page is hanging off, the front page is all a bit knackered. But it's the very first issue of Spawn, or Spawn, this variety of Spawn, not the first ever Spawn comics, because I think they came first. But they were nice, 50p each. This one I really like. Again, really sad that it was folded in a box for years and years and years. This is the first issue of the Batman Adventure TV series. So yeah, really nice artwork. Would really like that in some sort of minty condition, but I'm happy just to have it in that condition. This also got a bit wet on the way back to the car. This is a giant poster magazine with a big Catwoman poster in there, which is half decent. I didn't really want any of the Judge Dredd ones, but this one came with an extra booklet. The Femme Fatale special. I don't know how much of this I'll be able to show you on camera, in case, you know, people get upset with me, as they seem to frequently nowadays. But yeah, Judge Dredd Femme Fatale supplement, and all the rest were Spider-Man. This one's a bit different from the others. It says it has a free Iron Man poster, which it does. I can't unfold it without pulling it out, which is a shame. But it's really thick, 100 pages, really nice. And then all the rest of these astonishing Spider-Man collector's editions. So you have Doomsday, this one where I don't know what's going on with that front cover. This one, which is nice cover art on him too. They all look really nice cover art wise. Marked for death. Oh, a death in the family. Oh, that's really sad. Sorry, Spider-Man. That's that Carnage. Or yeah, that's Carnage. Then I don't know what is going. Maximum Clonage. Okay, Spidey, if you say so. And the final chapter of Maximum Clonage. So yeah, there was some nice Spider-Man ones. In all honesty, a lot of times I have to pay more than 50p each for sort of Marvel comic things like this. But I really liked the other ones. The Batman, I liked the sort of horror-y ones. A few of the Judge Dredd ones he had featured Preacher comics in them, which was strange to me. And they had really cool adverts on the back for like Game Boys and Fruit Pastels, just really 90s looking adverts. And I almost wanted to buy more of them just for the adverts, but I'm running out of space rapidly. And so yeah, in the end, I had 22 of these. He said 50p each, so it would have been, what, 11 quid. But I said, come on, mate. I found the dodgy magazine in the pile and put it aside from you, so that no child found it. And I'm not asking for much of a discount. Call it a tenner. And he was lovely about it. He was like, yeah, of course. Yeah, tenner's fine, mate. Tenner's great. Yeah, thanks for going through the box for me. Thanks for removing that dodgy magazine. So yeah, he was happy to get rid of them. I was happy to find them. So in the end, I feel like, despite the weather being really bad, I got some cool magazines. I got a couple of little figures, a bit of Lego from the box, some nice things for forest fairies or bracelet making, big pile of stickers, some other stuff that I can use if I ever make a scrapbook again, and some nice wrapping papers for presents in the crap present game. So all in all, despite spending very little, I actually had quite a good time. And had some fun, especially with my tiny, tiny little miniature animals. Look how diddly they are. Teeny tiny. Right, I'm gonna go be ill elsewhere. Hopefully by next week I'll be well again, guys, and hopefully we'll get some better weather and some car boot hauls that are a bit more exciting. Hope you all had a great couple of weeks. See you soon, guys. Bye.